Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is January 22nd, 2015. It is 8:44 a.m. And it looks like the ECB just announced that they will be buying 60 billion euros of bonds per month. You can see that the futures have spiked here, but they have pulled back off of the morning high spike. So, again, keep that on the radar. You also want to watch dollar-yen. Dollar-yen catching a pretty big bid. But now if dollar-yen pulls back in, that is going to weigh on the market. So, again, if you ask me, it's still about the dollar-yen. It's still about what moves the markets, and it's this yen trade that constantly has all the power, if you ask me. But either way, if you take a look at the futures now, they've basically given back most of the spike. So they had that big spike above the 2045 level. Now trading back around 2039. We'll see where it settles in, and we'll see what the market does today. It's going to be an interesting day. All in all, I think Europe announcing this is bullish for the market, but either way, we have to see how the market accepts it. And remember, a lot of the money in Europe itself, or a lot of the markets in Europe itself, already had this factored into the cake. So if you're looking at something like the German DAX, I think the German DAX could flatline or even pull back a little bit because it could be a sell the news type event. Remember, the German DAX has really run up into this announcement. So, again, if you want the specifics, you can look at that, but we're going to look at some stocks for trading today. First one on my watch list here is F5 Networks. Stock is trading at $108.26. It closed yesterday at $125.95. So this is a major haircut to the downside, but we will have levels in the intraday stock chat for F5. So if you want to trade this along with us, come on over to the intraday stock chat room, take out a 7-day free trial, and we'll be looking to trade this today. We have some solid levels that should give us some nice bounces. Next one on my list here is eBay. You'll see eBay right now is trading a little bit higher on the session. It closed at 53.38. I'm going to give eBay the upside bias to 57.5. That's where you come into some real resistance right now. Stock is trading at 55.02, so eBay looks fine today. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong. Stock looks strong from what I can tell. Let's take a look at SanDisk, major semiconductor play. Stock is getting hammered today. Closed at $80.44. It is now trading at $75.90. Did trade as low as 73 or close to 73 earlier. I'll have gap levels for this morning. They'll be posted up in the intraday stock chat in a little while. And again, I think we can play SanDisk if we get a little bit of a dip. Let's take a look at Xilinx. This is a semiconductor equipment maker. Ticker symbol is XLNX. And right now the stock is trading at $38.85. It closed at $41.51. Right now I'm looking for gap levels a little bit lower. Around the 35 level, I love the stock there. I'll have gap levels posted in the intraday stock chat at 9 a.m. Let's take a look at good old Land's End. This is a tough one here because it's a spin-off of Sears. So it's a tough one to find a good level. But I did work on a mathematical calculation. This comes with higher risk though. And the level I came up with was $37.58. So figure around the $37.50 level. That's where I think the stock will have some support. If that does overshoot, there should be more support at 37, but that's the best I could come up with, being that the stock, if you take a look here at a weekly chart, it just debuted really. It was a spin-off of Sears in March of last year, so it doesn't have a lot of time behind it, but nonetheless, two levels I'm looking at, $37.50 and $37. Both should be pretty solid for the most part. Let's take a look at Discovery Financial. Discover Financial today is trading at $57.93, closed at $60.84. This is a stock that's a little bit tough, but around the $55 area, could be $55.40 or $55, even a whole round number. Around that level, that's where I do think the stock will be supported. So it's hard to pick this one to the penny. I wish I could give you a more specific answer on this one, but that's the best I could do with it. Discover has been quite an uptrend, but I do think there's a lot of support around 55. All right, let's shift our attention now to the gold market, and gold is trading down about $2.90. Gold is overbought at the moment, so to get a little pullback in gold, we would not rule that out. Right now, GLD is trading at It looks like it's right now trading at 123.86. It closed at 124.23. So you're seeing that little bit of a downtick. Again, there's not much upside in gold right now past the 126.20, 126.10 level on the GLD, I should say. It's had a great run, so it needs to rest. It needs to pull back a little bit, and that's just natural for markets. Let's take a look here at the oil market. Oil is up 28 cents today to 48.05. Let's take a look at the USO. And what you'll see here, USO is trading right around the $18 level. It closed at 17.77. So it's reflecting a little bit of an uptick. We'll see how oil plays out. Again, I don't have a defined bottom in for oil right now. I think it's still just a day trading vehicle at this stage of the game. It's very, very hard to say the bottom is in for light sweet crude. So again, be a little bit careful there. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, and you'll see that the futures are once again trading higher by about 14 points. We'll see if that sticks today. It's going to be a pretty interesting trading day once the opening bell rings at 9 o'clock, which is still about 40 minutes from now. So again, be prepared. But right now the markets are moving up a little bit, but they're not soaring and roaring. But they are up on this ECB news that Mario Draghi has implemented an extended quantitative easing program. You can read all about it. I'm sure it's going to be the headline of the day. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading day. We'll see you on the charts.